everyone, this is Dr. Karla and my kitty Charlie. Isn't she so cute? She's the most spoiled animal ever and deserves it. Okay, I'm talking to you about IME Community's top 10 self-care tips for teens. This is the first time I've done a video on my phone, so hopefully it'll work and I'll just load it up to YouTube and just keep it super simple, which self-care really should be. So first of all, I want to encourage you to check out my website, imecommunity.com. Right, Charlie? And if you're a teen 12 to 18, make sure you join my member community because I'll coach you on all this self-care stuff, okay? Self-love superpower. It's awesome. All right. So first of all, do you have a definition for self-care? What do you do for self-care? I know that a lot of times we can think that self-care is kind of cheesy. Isn't that burning a beachy candle or meditating, which people are I can't meditate. It takes practice, okay? Or you think that's cheesy or it sounds selfish. Self-care is selfish and I should just do for others. And I'm trying so hard to coach you on having unconditional love for yourself first. Put your oxygen mask on first before you give of yourself to anyone else, okay? That's gonna allow you to have unconditional love for other people in your life. All right, so self-care is super important, but you may think, oh, that sounds selfish, or something like a middle-aged woman like you, Dr. Karla, like me, would be doing, and put on Instagram and be like, hey, here's your self-care tip of the day. But no, it can seem that way, but it's not. And so I want you to think of self-care in a new, helpful, and really fun way. And I'm going to help you do that, okay? I've got some craziness happening with my hair today, but that's all right. I'm going to scrunch it up. Okay, so self-care also doesn't have to be about spending money. Cool, because we don't always have a lot of that, right? Or taking action when you feel drained already. So it's not sometimes it feels like I got cat hair on my face, that's why I'm doing that. Okay, sometimes it feels like self-care is just another thing that the society or culture is telling us to do. Oh, self-care. And then it's we have to do that to be happy. And it's just another thing to have to do. But it's also so it's not that. That's not true self-care. It should be energy. It should fill you up with energy and passion. Self-care should re-energize you. It should be a time to restore your energy. It shouldn't be energy depleting, okay? And if you don't think it's fun, if you don't think it's self-care, then it's not, okay? You get to choose, okay? All these tips that I share with you are just tips. You get to choose where you start. If you start with any of these, if you make up your own, I encourage you to create your own because every individual should have their own top 10 self-care tips for themselves. But these will get you started and think about it in a different way. Okay, so it's not spending hours on a screen or sleeping a ton. So Netflix binging every once in a while, that can be really awesome and fun, and we need that, and that is restorative. But if that's something we're doing quite a bit, we're binging on social media or kind of numbing out and sleeping a ton or going to food, watching Netflix or getting an epic nap in when you have time to rest. Those are amazing ways to have self-care. But when we're buffering with those, we're actually numbing out, which means that we are using something external to fix something our emotions internally. So that's not really self-care. So just keep that in mind. When you're kind of going overboard and you will be able to decide what's my result from spending time on this. If it's kind of draining you or you feel like you're not getting to the actions you want to take, you're not getting the results you want, then guess what? That's not self-care. That's more either buffering or, okay? Or not spending time on something that's meaningful to you. So if you need more self-care research and data, if you're nerdy, I have an article in Psychology Today that I referred to, and it's got some great information. So check out my blog, check out imecommunity.com and go to the blogs folder where you can look at my latest blog, and it has a link to this article, because during the pandemic, we're seeing increasing rates. The data shows, the research shows, we have more depression, more anxiety in all of us, and especially in teens. And so we really need to support our emotional and mental health during this time, and our physical health. And so as we're, my heart goes out to all of us during the pandemic, and I'm here for you to help you, coach through that and support you. Okay. So that article link is in my blog. Okay. So what is IME Community's definition of self-care? And first I created my own, and that was like, creating my fun life on purpose. But it's like, well, that's not really a great definition of self-care. So I'm going to ask the teens who I coach in the IME community, and it's so fun. So the definition that they came up with was, self-care is any action that you take to improve your mental, emotional, or physical health. That's it. I thought that was amazing. So you just get credit for any action that you take on behalf of yourself, to help yourself. Help me to help you. That's from Jerry Maguire. Anyway, it's awesome. Okay, so what are you waiting for? Let's get going. So again, like these top 10 tips are not in any order of importance that I created, okay? And my teens helped me create these too, okay? And you just take them and run, or do whatever you want. Number one, make it fun to get it done is so important. So I want you to laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. So watch a funny movie, a comedy, or one you love and you laugh at. What are some funny movie lines? Have those, we have a ton, from Dumb and Dumber and Vacation and Bridesmaids and on and on and on, Napoleon Dynamite. I mean, that's from them. I love it. Okay. Find a comedian you love. Watch a funny YouTube. Laugh at the class clown. Sometimes my daughter has a similar sense of humor. Like some of the things she thinks are funny, I think are funny. And so like she'll get a kick out of some kids who do kind of odd things like in class or whatever. And she just gets a kick out of it. And I do too. And so I'll be like, so what funny thing happened in class today? Who said something funny? And she'll share it with me. And then I ask my son that, and he'll usually say, well, it was me. I said something funny. And my daughter is funny too. So and all my kids are funny. Anyway. Okay. So laugh more. Be intentional. I mean, not cheesy, like fake laugh, like, though that can get you to laugh, right? When you fake laugh. All right. Number two, be creative. Make something tangible. You'll see it. It'll make you feel so good. You don't have to be good. We can get out of perfectionism. Perfect doesn't exist. Okay? Draw something, make something. I'm a crappy artist, visual artist, but I'm a very creative person. And for so much of my life, I wasn't able to spend time. I didn't take the time. And I just focused on other things, and it just really drained me when I wasn't filling up that creative space. Okay? It can be something little, all right? So drawing something, making something, writing something, singing something, whatever. There's no limits. Just be creative, okay? You can create a word cloud collage. I've been doing word clouds lately. Whatever you want. You can create your collage. Maybe get newspaper clippings, magazine clippings, your favorite things. And just glue them on there just for fun. Okay? Be creative. Do whatever you want. All right. Number three, music transforms your brain. Okay? We all know that. There's so much research about it. It can take my brain from a funk to being funky. Okay? I mean, it's awesome. So create a playlist that pumps you up. Create a playlist that chills you out. Just whatever works for you. Find me. I don't understand people who don't love music, but I know that's a rarity. So almost all of us, music is a really amazing way to integrate self-care. Okay. All right. Number 4, take a social media cleanse. Be intentional. All right. I don't want you to do any silly liquid cleanses or anything cheesy like that, like the celebrities do. You don't need to cleanse it, but let's take a social media cleanse because we can kind of numb out. I'm speaking from personal experience. TikTok trends. So connect with your friends. You're going to have more time when you're off social media. You don't even have to announce it. My daughter makes fun of me when I've been like, I'm going off the Facebook grid for a while. And she screenshotted that statement and made it her screensaver. She thought it was so funny. And that it was such like a cringy thing for me to do. So you don't have to announce it, but you can just like cut back a little bit on it intentionally. You're going to have more time, connect with friends in person if it's safe for you and you know, distancing wise and all this stuff, and get outside and make a connection with nature. Okay, do it. It's awesome. That's going to change your mind. It's going to transform your brain. It's going to make you present in the moments of your life. Okay, super powerful. Take out some time for like cooking, trying some new recipes, making things, being creative with food, but just trying things. Have adventures. Okay, have adventures with food. Number 5, hang with your pets. Be of service. So I gave my dog Violet a spa day yesterday. She was pretty stinky. She's a Maltese. She had some mats. She had tear stains. She gets these. And then she had some beard boogers. Gross. I know. And then she has horrible breath. So I just did all the things. And she just looked so cute. And I'd gotten her a new hoodie, like a camouflage pink hoodie. And the hood would come up over while she's walking around the house. And it's just so hilarious. I was cracking up. But she smelled so good. She was getting more attention. You could tell she was just tuckered out afterwards. She's an older dog. So anyway, Violet had an awesome self-care Sunday, and I gave her a spa day, and it made me feel so good because I was, you know, every time I look at her, I'd be like, oh, I need to give Violet a bath. Oh, poor thing. You know, I'm just such a bad dog mom. But anyway, so if you have pets, take them for walks, hang with them, give them a spa day. Have fun. Also, you know, maybe visit an animal shelter, make a donation. They could always use donations, but be of service. Think outside of yourself, connect to your community, to a cause that you care about. We don't have to change the world. We don't have to fix and solve. It doesn't have to be anything drastic. Okay? Try it. Awesome. Number 6. Create a gratitude habit stick. This is really important. There's research around having an active gratitude practice, creating a more joyfully abundant life. Okay? So cool. Brene Brown talks about this a lot. You will notice if you do this trick that I do, this is a hack. This is a total life hack. When I'm in a funk, which I get in funks, of course, when I'm in a funk, I will say off the top of my head 3 things I'm grateful for. And they're very specific and they're very small. They're not like, oh, family, my health, and I'm safe, or my kids are safe. You know, I try to get more specific in that. Like, oh, I have a functioning car. I just got a coffee that I really am enjoying, you know, that's not too hot for me to drink right now. I have time to go pick up my son from school and I'm not in a rush. And that's it. Like your brain then, it's just like lifted and you're in the present moment and you're practicing gratitude. And again, the research shows that. And so you can't just say, that you have gratitude. It has to be an intentional practice. All of these things you have to show up with intention for yourself, for self-care. You have to show up for yourself with gratitude. Also, here's another thing that can kind of shift your brain. Ask yourself an empowering question of the day when you wake up. In the morning, we're usually very disempowering with ourselves. Unfortunately, it's like, oh, let's go. So you start out your day on, very disempowering, okay? Because your thoughts create your feelings. So you're asking a question, you're having all this negativity, you're gonna feel unmotivated and already defeated when you wake up. So what you can do is create an empowering question of the day. How can I show up as my best self today? How can I make it fun to get it done? How can I take care of myself today? Okay? How can I show up for myself, my friends? How can I connect with my friends today? How can I have fun? Okay? How am I going to make it a great day? try it. It'll shift. It'll shift. I know Mel Robbins has the countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you get up and you go. It just transitions your brain. You have to disrupt the pathway in your brain, okay? Write your own self-love superpower mantra for your day, okay? I've been doing this every day, and I get on TikTok and then I post the reels on Instagram, and I'm committed to every day of 2022 writing you all and sharing with you all a self-love superpower mantra. A mantra is just a positive affirming statement, okay? And it's really powerful when you write it for yourself if it resonates with you. So I'm offering these, and a lot of people say, oh, that one was great, And today it was the self-love superpower mantra I put on TikTok was, when I feel self-doubt, fear of failure, I know I'm taking action. There's nothing going wrong. I'm living my life. I'm on purpose out there. Okay, that was today's. So you can write your own. That's going to create a feeling of self-love, and you can have it in a Post-it note, and you can put it in your pocket. Okay, and sometimes my kids make fun of me about this kind of stuff, but I'm like, hey, it works. Fine, you can choose that. You can choose that cynicism. Fine, but I suggest, why not try it? Why not get unstuck from the negativity? Why not try it? What do you have to lose other than a lot of negative BS in your life, in your brain? Okay, that was number 6, gratitude habit stick. 7, declutter your brain. Get rid of the junk in your brain and your life, okay? This doesn't mean that you're gonna totally, fully organize and be perfect, okay? Again, perfection doesn't exist, but when we have cluttery spaces, my space is a little cluttery right now down here, but I've been working on this. And so when we have cluttery spaces, our mind takes it in. It's like heaviness, okay? So what you can do is, one of the things that's really cool is you can just set a timer for 15 minutes and clean up one space. So it may be your desk that you're decluttering for 15 minutes. It may be your laundry basket you're decluttering. It may be a drawer, it may be your backpack. But you are going to feel better, and your mind's going to feel cleaner if you spend just 15 minutes, and you're going to have a natural sense of achievement. We also don't give ourselves credit for all the things we've done. So what you can do throughout the day is you'll be like, oh, I got up, I went to school. That's it. Well, you did a lot of stuff, like to get to school and then while you were at school. So you can write it down, everything you did, and, got up, brushed my teeth, got dressed, got my breakfast, drove to school, all the things. I mean, and cross them all out. Cross them all out so you get, oh my gosh, this natural sense of achievement, okay? Set yourself up for success so that you feel good about what you're doing. You're creating self-trust that you're showing up, and you're giving yourself credit for all the actions that you do take during the day, because I promise you do take a lot, okay? And then the other thing is just to practice hygiene, okay? I know that doesn't sound real exciting, but to take a nice warm shower and try a new soap. Make sure you're wearing deodorant, maybe work on some skincare stuff, and do your hair, or try a new hair gel or whatever. Just, wear some clothes that you're really comfortable in and that you like and you enjoy. Don't have in your closet a lot of clothes that maybe you don't fit into, or that are too big for you, or, you want clothes that you feel comfortable in and that you really like, okay? That's just gonna really help you, okay? That's gonna declutter things. Get rid of the things that aren't comfortable in your life, okay? And that are just creating more chaos and stress for you. All right, number 8, be your future self now. Okay, who are you at the end of 2022 who's achieved all your amazing goals and dreams? Awesome, embody that now. So who is that future self? What are 3 guide words that describe your future self? How are you gonna feel at the end of 2022? Embody that now. It's amazing, okay? It's incredible. Dress like your future self, okay? So I'm Dr. Karla, Activist MD. That's when I show up in that way, that I'm advocating, I'm speaking out, and my 3 guide words are funny, unapologetic, fire starter. And those just like inspire me. It's like just a little cape I can put on. I can embody that. It's available to me anytime if I want to put that on. Same for you, okay? I was coaching a teen and she chose purposeful, limitless, and exploring for her 3 future self guide words, okay? Others have chose like intuitive, funny, creative. Awesome. Okay, you get to choose. Okay, and then, you know, the other thing about like being your future self is it's fine. You can fake it till you make it, all right? It's not like you're going to have some arrival point, okay, when you reach your goal. You have to embody how you think you're gonna feel. Are you gonna feel so proud and confident and excited and energized when you've reached your goals at the end of 2022? Well, then start feeling that now. Create some thoughts that may create those feelings now, in the present moment. It's okay. The more you show up as your future self now, the more you'll embody it, and it'll feel so real and authentic to you. Okay, so cool. Okay, number 9, it's time for self-discovery. Take the time to discover yourself. You're on this journey. So like, I love podcasts, you probably do too, and pretend you're a famous guest on your favorite podcast. How cool is that? And grab that hairbrush or spatula or whatever, like is your microphone from the kitchen, and check yourself out in front of the bathroom mirror and answer these questions. Pretend you're like the famous celebrity guest on the podcast, and so you're being asked these questions. And I always wonder, like, well, how would I answer that? You know, like, what are your top favorite songs? Five. Listen really quickly. What's your favorite movies? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so first of all, I want you to answer, what do you want? What are you proud of? Teens have a hard time answering that. What do you do to be creative? And don't say, I don't know, because I don't know is a dream killer, okay? I don't know is just your brain staying stuck. What if you did know? Figure it out, okay? And the last question is, what do you do for fun? So I'm the podcaster, and I'm asking you those questions as my celebrity guest. What do you want? What are you proud of? What do you do to be creative? And what do you do for fun? Okay, awesome. That's self-discovery. All right, and those things can change up over time. You're discovering things, you're young. You'll figure it out. Okay, number 10. Calm down and move your body, both. Hopefully that's not confusing. So I want you to practice meditation. So it's time to connect, get centered, get internal in your life. And that's a big part of self-care. And so practicing meditation, I love it. I don't do it all the time. I try to do something that's kind of like mindfulness practice, whether that's going for a walk, whether that's reading, that's some music, a podcast, what else? Burning a candle, taking a bath. I mean, I do something like that is like some sort of calming down or mindfulness practice, but I love Headspace as an app. You have quick meditations. Again, I don't have any sponsorships, but I love Headspace. It's helped me so much. It's great meditation app, so check it out. Calm is another good one. So then practice your breathing. Breathing is almost like a language, and we're a lot of times we spend a lot of time in kind of anxious chest breathing. So to check in with yourself and your breathing when you're feeling stressed or when you're having a hard time falling asleep, and you can practice the 4-7-8 breathing is helpful. So breathe, inhale for 4 and count to 4, hold for 7 seconds, and then exhale for 8. And then practice that, okay? And then that will connect you to yourself, okay? That will get you in the present moment, all right? So you are the quiet confidence of the blue sky. You're not the clouds going by. So it'll get you to be the quiet confidence of the blue sky and not just be like chasing the clouds going by, which are your thoughts in your brain, okay? We all need help calming our brains down. and I know I do. And so doing breathing practices, but it is like a kind of like a language. But I have a lot of teens I coach, and that really does help them. Okay. And then move your body. So we don't have to get into all or nothing thinking with moving our bodies. Okay? It doesn't have to be like exercise and fitness is, you know, either we're going to be an athlete or we're going to train for a marathon or we're going to run, or it doesn't count. It doesn't have to be grueling or miserable. Sorry, my dog's barking. So all movement counts fitness. So move your body, stretching, yoga, break it up during the day. Try not to sit as much. Get outside and move. Take your dog for a walk. Just be mindful of it, incorporate it during the day. Your body was created to move. So that's going to be a really intentional, amazing self-care practice. Those are the top 10. And I hope that's helpful. Read the blog, check out imecommunity.com to share it with everybody. And make sure if you're a teen 12 to 18 that you join the member community and get all my amazing coaching, and we can come up with your own top 10 list, and I'll help you practice intentional self-care. You are worthy of this amazing work, okay? You are worthy of all the self-care that you need to restore and energize yourself. Okay, you are worthy of your self-love superpower and to reach all of your goals and chase your dreams. All right, see you soon. Bye-bye.